All right. Believe everything's working how it should. Think so anyways. Just gonna be out here grinding some more mule deer. Hopefully getting us a great one today. It's been I don't even know. I don't remember whenever I shot my last great one, but it's been a little while, and our herd management seems to be in a pretty good spot right now. Been shooting a couple twos, just when my respawns have been funny, but we seem to be in a pretty good spot right now, so I'm hoping we get that great one soon. And it's also been a while since we've got a rare, so hopefully we can get a rare today. We got, I think, 2 diamonds yesterday. Quite frankly, I don't need any more diamonds. I'm already running out of room. But I guess they're nice to have. I'll take a diamond whenever I can get one. Got a couple big 4s out here. That one's a max estimate 4, so we want to make sure to get him down. I thought there was another one to shoot as well over here. Oh yeah, right there in front of my face. This one, he seems to be off on his own, so we might leave him for this run and just take these 2 out. Because if that is a solo, although I will eventually take him down anyways, I'd rather just leave him there for now. And it does leave 1 buck for us to shoot on the next run if something does end up happening with our respawns. But everything went pretty good last night, so I'm hoping that everything goes good today. I'm hoping to get a lot of streams going out. It was pretty fun yesterday. I think I streamed for like 2 hours. Wife's not supposed to be getting home till like 9:30. So, should be another about 2-hour stream. And one day this week I'm hoping to do a lot longer of a stream. Like 4 hours or something. But pretty much I'm just streaming right now whenever I can. And I did forget to get my dog outside. That's what I was forgetting to do. I'll go grab her in a second. Oh wait, no, I did get her. She is inside. Never mind, we're all good. See, I forgot you were sitting right there. Alright, we got everything going good then. Should have everything how it should be. So we should be good just to start hunting. I don't even know what's about to be at this lake. This lake is always so strange for me. I think I've got like 3 solo buck zones here, but randomly. Like, they're not always here. Sometimes I'll have only 1 here, and then sometimes I'll have 3, sometimes I'll have 2, sometimes there'll be none. Just a very strange zone that I got. And this one will always be here. I kind of forgot about him. Just a random level 1. Let's see, did that spawn anything? Don't believe so, but spawn those 2 goats, or sheep. Probably exit back to main menu here, because I do typically have some pretty good mule deer here. And I like exiting back to main menu more than I like changing the time, because I'm very low on money. I've actually made a lot since yesterday. I think I was at like 30,000 whenever I ended yesterday, and I'm at 47,000 now. So I need to just keep making money because I've been low for quite a while. Let's see. Should have something up at this lake now. Same level 2, different level 2. Might have one that's, sometimes they can glitch out and they'll be here. Mainly happens at this zone and the next zone that I'll be going to, but they'll just kind of glitch out and they won't show up until you get out of the tripod. I don't really know why that happens. It's pretty strange. Didn't seem to happen. Wait. Yeah, didn't happen this time, so we'll just go ahead and keep on going. A lot of my zones that I used to love have just turned to minimum estimate level 2s. Which does kind of suck, but I guess it's not a bad thing to see a bunch of level 2s. I don't even think there's going to be a single shooter over there. I know there was somewhere to the left. Probably should have focused him first. Finally hit a shot there. Probably not very good, but I did hit him. Oh, that'll do it. That was pretty lucky, I'd say. I'll definitely take that. I'm going to take the Fooler over there, though. Just make it a little easier. This grind has been pretty dang fun lately. I've gotten a lot of diamonds, a couple of rares. I figured I'd have gotten more rares than I've gotten so far, but we have had a couple. And obviously my 2 great ones. Which one of them was at this lake, so maybe there'll be one here this time, who knows. Would be pretty cool. Might have to change the time at this lake though. Seems like a lot of them don't show up until I change the time. I don't really know why that happens. I should have a lot more than this. So we're going to go ahead and change the time for this lake. This is one of the only lakes where I will change the time pretty much every run. Because it seems like I kind of have to. So maybe we'll get something to show up here. Definitely more mule deer over there on the right side. Still not seeing any shooters over there either. We should have some. There's at least one right there. Dang, we might just have one shooter over here. Figured I'd have had some more. Unless they're just hiding somewhere. Oh, we got 2. Ooh, I'm surprised that dropped him. I thought that was way too high. But I will take that. I feel like I should be pretty close to my next great one. My first grind for a great one feels like it was even faster than this one has been. So I feel like I really feel like I could get them just at any time here. Hopefully we'll get them tonight. We got 2 hours. Not saying it's guaranteed to happen, but I would love it if it did. And I wouldn't mind a classic rack. That's what I really want. I've gotten the drop tine rack and the typical rack. I'd really like the classic rack. Or even the velvet rack looks pretty cool to me. And the heart-shaped rack. I kind of forgot about that one. I actually really like that one. That one does look pretty neat. I don't even know if we're going to have one to shoot down here. I'm just going to run all the way up here. Maybe just see them as they run off. I do have them up here sometimes, but definitely not every time. I'm definitely not seeing any. Doesn't look like I'll have one here. Alright, let's check this next zone. Zone's normally pretty good. Nice. Well, we do got some mule deer here. Why are they traveling? That's strange. Oh well, not really seeing anything to shoot here either. think there's just a couple level 2s up here. Oh well. This is a zone where we got a level 5 at last night, so maybe we can get another one in here. That would be pretty nice. Or maybe there'll just be a great one sitting over here. That'd also be pretty cool. Also, if y'all have any tips on grinding, I will appreciate it. I really don't grind too much. This is actually my first ever successful grind where I've actually gotten a great one. So, I wouldn't say I'm just bad at it, but I also wouldn't say I'm the best at it. There's definitely a lot of people out there that know a lot more about grinding than I do. Especially herd management and stuff. All my herd management is I'm just not shooting any of the lowest estimate mule deer bucks. I just leave all them. And that's a very small level 3. I've left him for quite a while. I might eventually shoot him, but it's also a solo zone. And I feel like that's going to be the closest I'll be able to get to making him a level 2. So for now, I've just been leaving him. I think that's all the mule deer from that spot. It was a decent level 2 though. I think, if I remember correctly, I think that was a max estimate too, which is pretty nice. I normally just imagine them as level 5s. Because the way I see the game, the way I think herd management works, and I have no idea if this is true or not, but this is just what I picture in my head on why herd management works as well as it does, is I feel like you're supposed to have an average weight among all your animals. So for mule deer, the average, so this was a max estimate 4, which is pretty nice, but I feel like you're supposed to have kind of like an average weight, and let's say the average weight is supposed to be 100 kilograms, which I know that would not be right, but just to make it easy, we'll say the average weight is supposed to be 100, so 50% of your males would average out to 50 pounds, and then the other would average out to 150 pounds to make it even right at 100, or pretty close to it. So once you start shooting all the big ones, and there's just a ton of small ones, it screws up your weight. Your average weight makes it like 77 or 88 instead of 100, so it starts making you get a lot more bigger males that weigh a lot more than a lot of the low estimate 2s and level 1s. And whenever you get the bigger weight, you get diamonds. And I have no idea if that's why the herd management works, but to me that makes the most sense to me on why it would work. My guess is it has something to do with weight, but I truly do not know. And there could be an actual reason. We could know why herd management works and I just didn't know. But that's just my guess. We got a lot of mule deer out here. Seems like not a single shooter, but I know there should be some out there, so I just have to look around or exit back to main menu or change the time or something to get them to show up. Which I forgot. I can place extra tents now, so I'm actually just going to place that and change the time. I guess that's one good reason to not use all your tents on the map. Alright. Well, it looks like that didn't do anything. Maybe we just don't have any shooters in it over here anymore. So I guess I'm fine with. Wasn't a big fan of this zone anyways. I like this zone a lot, but there are so many wolves at this lake. It's actually crazy. The amount of wolves that I have. Ooh, ooh. 2 big 4s. That was only a 3. I was not imagining that to be a 3. I really thought that was going to be a big 4. And I almost thought that was going to be a 5. Let's see if we can get them both here. I don't know if I hit him or the tree there, but he went down either way, so it's fine. We're actually getting close to needing to buy some more ammo. Probably do that in the next couple rounds. We're going good for now, though. And I might end up checking some exterior zones today. Just for some random solo bucks that might have traveled off, because that does tend to happen quite a bit. Also, this zone's a little weird. I don't know why these freeze up like they do. This is like one of the only zones that I have that does that. They do it pretty consistently. The only reason I actually kind of like that is if I get a great one to spawn at this zone, which the chances of that aren't very high, but if it does happen, would be very cool because I get some very up close pictures from that great one while it's still alive. So that would be pretty neat. And this is typically where I restart my grind at. Either here or that last spot, but we're just going to go ahead and do it here. And sometimes I'll have a shooter buck here, sometimes I won't. A lot of my zones are like that, and then I got some that are super consistent on shooter deer. And I might eventually take out one of these level 2s, because I do like this zone a lot. But I've got some other zones that are just slightly better than this one. Don't have to take the 4-wheeler and go as far. But I could also just put a claiming tent up there, because I think I have 2 extra tents that I could place right now, so I might just eventually do that one day. But I don't know. I used to have a lot of mule deer that hung out right here, but I haven't had a shooter buck there in like a long time. But we might go over there and check that lake out later today, because I probably need to check some exterior zones, because it has been quite a while since I've done that. It's looking like I'm not going to have a shooter here. That's crazy. This used to be one of my favorite zones. Guess we'll just keep on going. This is actually the zone I got my very first great one at, so you never know. He could be just sitting out there. Oh my gosh, how is that not a 5? That's got a pretty good estimate. I have no idea if 4s can make diamond or not. But I'm going to take that out with 308 just in case, because that is the 4 rack that, if it could make diamond, I would really want that as a diamond. I think that's one of the best looking racks in the game. Where did he even go? They like to hide in the trees a lot. Oh, there he is. Ooh, he's alert. I'm very glad I got to spot him right there. That would have sucked to spook him. That is a wide buck. I really want that rack to make diamonds so bad. And he could be a rare, I don't know. I don't think he is though, based on what I just saw. But I really can't tell, I'm just looking at an outline here. Would be cool if he was. That would probably be my biggest rare. But rares, I don't know if this is true, but it seems like they typically have mismatched antlers. And this one is a common. Hoping I got along there. We got something good, because he is dropping. But I don't know, I think most of my rares that I've shot do have mismatched antlers, which is kind of weird. I don't know if that's just a thing with rares or what, but Seems like majority of my rares do have that. We'll definitely, if hopefully we can get some sort of trophy in this hunt so we can take it back to our lodge after this. And I still have to set up a second lodge for just my grinding trophies, because I'm very much running out of room for all these mule deer. It's a pretty nice looking mule deer right there. Also, I didn't even check if I had any other shooter bucks in that. Oh my gosh. I feel like this could definitely make diamond. That is close. 312.11 when diamond is 312.17. So that was actually insanely close. That's crazy. I bet that could make diamond then. I mean, just what, 0.06 away from being diamond? I mean, that could just be the spread just being slightly wider, like if these didn't curve in like that. That could definitely make diamond, probably. I'm glad I know that now, because I've shot a lot of those with the 300, but I think from now on I might start shooting with the 308 just in case one of those do in fact make diamond. Let's see if we got anything here. Typically we don't, but I do have a lot of bouncing zones that will show up here. Did not look like we did. What are you doing, Keith? Man, my dog is so weird. Oh, there's a big 4. I don't even think I'll need to change the time here. Don't see anything else to shoot here though, just that big 4. We've gotten a lot of big 4s so far, but not a level 5 yet. Oops. Alright, I'm back. Had to get my dog. Is that the same one? Oh, we got 2 4s here. That is nice to see. Oh yeah, I bet that was that one from that last run that I didn't shoot. We'll try to get both these big 4s up. Or down, I guess. Don't know why I said up there. Let's see. I'm going to go for the neck bone shot. Did not do good on them at all yesterday. Starting off better though. We got both of them down. That's pretty good. Normally does not happen like that. Especially when going for a neck bone shot. I messed up so many of those yesterday. I don't know why. Sometimes I'm really good at them. Sometimes I'm just horrible at it. There's not really much of an in-between. I'm either really good or really bad at it. This has definitely been one of my best zones of all of my grinds, really. It used to be super good, but a lot of them turned to 102s, or minimum instant level 2s. I don't know why I keep saying 102, it's 105. See what we can find here. We might have something here. We might have shot a solo buck somewhere. A goat? Mule deer? I wish all of my solo bucks would just turn into level 2s, but it just never really happens like that. Not really seeing anything else here. I'll get in my tripod and get back out just to see if that might have him show up. Because sometimes that will get something to show up. Did not that time, so we'll just continue on our run here. And if there's nothing there, I like to come back up here, change the time, and go back down there. We'll see what's hanging out. I wish this lake down here, this is such a good spot for me, but it is so hard to set up on this little pond. Because there's just really no angles anywhere. I can sometimes shoot at this herd that sits way back there, but the last time I've spotted all of them, they were all just minimum estimate level 2s. So I hardly ever look though. But I haven't seen anything good out of that herd in quite some time. But then I got a second herd that drinks right there. And I could probably find a better way to set up on them, but I just haven't really tried. And we actually did not get a shooter to respawn from that. Which means we might have to take out a couple level 2s during this round. We'll leave it how it is for now. We'll see what happens on the next run. If it's like that on the next run, though, I'll definitely end up taking one of those or some level 2s out. I might just not take any out at that lake. If I can make that lake a exterior zone, that would be amazing. I really don't like that lake at all. We got a higher estimate level 2. I used to shoot them just because they were the higher estimates, but now I've been leaving them because they're probably like right at 145. So I just like to leave those. Do got a decent 4 down there. Don't believe we have anything else to shoot anyways. Does not look like it. So we'll just go ahead and take him out. I think we got him in the heart because his health dropped very quickly. This map has been so fun for me lately. I don't know if it's from the grinding I've been doing. I pretty much have only been grinding this map for quite some time. I think I did a couple just hunting around, and whenever I was getting the outposts and everything unlocked, I was just hunting around, but after I started grinding, that's about all I've been doing. But one day this week, especially if we can get a great one like today, I'll probably continue doing a great one run until I have to get off. We're in the stream, and then if I stream again tomorrow, I might just hunt around. Because I did go through and shoot a ton of Manitoban elk one day, because I really want a diamond. I went all the way up here shooting every one that I saw, and all the way down this river shooting every one that I saw. And we could possibly have a diamond as a respawn. I don't know for sure or not, but it's always going to be nice to check. So I might do that one day this week, especially if we get our great one very soon. It would be nice to get that great one soon. I want another one really bad. They are really, really nice. And these mule deer seem honestly like some of the easiest ones. I haven't done much fallow. I've heard that they're pretty simple. But as far as all the grinds I've done, which is whitetail, tar, black bear, I did a little bit of red deer. I wouldn't even count it, honestly. But this one has by far been the easiest. I got my zone shot down pretty quickly. We might end up just pulling this tent, honestly, because everything here is just tiny. I don't like pulling tents, though. I only do it whenever I'm certain that nothing's gonna be there, because I would hate to pull a tent. Well, that's strange. Anyways, I'd hate to pull a tent and then show up a little bit later and there's been a great one there the whole time or something. I don't know where that... I'm going to try to change the time here, because that's very strange on why I have... I think that was a max estimate. Mule deer track going that way. Unless he headed to this zone. Let's go back over there and see. We're going to change the time at this lake, actually, because that could be a solo buck. And if that is, I definitely need to get that down. Because he was running like... or his tracks were pointing right to this lake. Maybe for some reason he just hadn't got there yet by the time I got here or something like that. I'm not really seeing him anywhere. This is pretty strange. I'm going to try to get in the tripod and get back out, and I'll see if that does anything. Normally whenever I have a solo buck here, it's normally right over there and up that left side. But I'll check all around here again just to be sure. And then maybe if he's supposed to be at that other lake, whenever I go over there, he'll have showed up. That is very weird, though. That is very weird. That could have been him right there, really. Yeah, because all those are still there. Ooh, excuse me. We might go see if we can find those fleeing tracks, and we might just have to kind of track him down. Take some shots on him. Because we don't have any shooters here anyways, so... That is mule deer tracks. I don't know if it'll be the right mule deer tracks or not. I'm guessing it'd be those right there, which would be a solo buck. Unless that's goat. No, that's just a minimum. I really have no idea. What are these tracks? That's weird. Maybe I'll find them on the next run, who knows. I might place a claiming tent at this zone, because these bucks are normally very good about being here. One of the most consistent zones that I have, for sure. So I might go place one on the right side. Because I don't have a tent over here, so it's kind of annoying having to go all the way back up there if I end up shooting one bad. Having to go all the way in the lodge takes a lot of time. There's just a 3, a 3 and a 4 this time. That's nice. Anything else special? We'll try to get this 4 first. Ah, not a good shot. That was a terrible... Let's just get him down. That should definitely bring him down. We might try to take some shots on that 3. If I can even find them. How are you still alive? That's crazy. Where did that second... I bet that second shot was spawn. A 300 AR somehow will not drop a mule deer with a spawn shot. It's very crazy to me. But I would be very, very surprised. Or I would be very unsurprised if I did spawn shot him on that second shot and he still didn't go down. I think I am going to place a claiming tent over here. It'll save me a lot of time. And I believe I still can put 2 down. I kind of want to put it a little bit out of the way. Not right on top of the zone to where a mule deer is going to get stuck in it. I'll just kind of set it out somewhere back here. Right there will work. Oh well, I got some tents I need to pick up anyways. I knew it. A spawn shot doesn't even... I don't know why this looks so weird like that. That's a big old bullet right there. Thing looks huge compared to that deer. But yeah, spawn shot somehow does not drop a mule deer. That is honestly crazy to me. Honestly, I might be picking up this tent if I don't have any bucks out there. And I haven't had a shooter buck in here. I'll probably end up picking up this tent, honestly. I don't know. I really don't know yet. But I do have some adjustments I probably need to make. Because there are some tents that I fast travel to and there's very, very rarely a shooter buck there. And there's some where I haven't shot one at in a long time. Like this one, for instance, I don't even know the last time I shot a buck there. But I might pick it up and put it at one of these 2 other spots. Because mule deer can spawn there. And I do still want to be close to those other 2 places. That's weird. I have not had bucks here and I don't even know how long. But that's why I keep this one here. Because a lot of my solo bucks will eventually come over here. If he's going to flee like that, we'll go ahead and put some shots in him. He's going down. Oh, that's some absolutely amazing shooting. That actually was amazing shooting. I don't know what I did on that second shot, but I will gladly take that. That was pretty lucky. I have no idea what I did though, but I will take that. What was I set for? 150, so I don't know. I might have accidentally neck boned him. Let's see what we got for these 2. I wonder if those are 2 separate solo bucks or what. Pretty good shot on that second shot. I really want to know what I did on this buck. He went down. He didn't even have a chance. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that again. That is pretty nice. Straight through the heart. Might be one of my best shots ever, honestly. Since I had 2 solos there, I guess I'll go check this other lake. Just to make sure there's nothing over there. So I will get some over here every now and then. Also going to grab me a drink after this run is over. Oh, I haven't checked this lake in quite some time. And of course we have a max estimate 4 over here. Why couldn't you have just been a minimum estimate level 2? That would have been so much better. Honestly, I'm not even going to use the tripod. I don't have a need for it. There's hardly ever any bucks over here. That should have been a heart shot. Yeah, maybe I do need to check some exterior zones here. Because sometimes you can have a full group of mule deer with a solo that's like right next to them, and it's hard to tell if it's a solo or not. I might check this lake. Very rarely I've had solos show up here. I haven't had any solos show up anywhere up here, but they can, as far as I know, they can spawn pretty much anywhere on the map that the mule deer drink at, so I probably need to check those just to be sure that there is nothing there. What was a hard shot? Got a ton of mule deer out there. Doesn't look like I have a single shooter out there, and I think we might actually end up pulling that tent that's over there. We got the outpost that's literally right here, just in case I ever need to come back over here and check it. It's not like we need a tent there. Oh! Never mind, we randomly have a shooter buck over there. Couldn't tell if I need to make sure that's not a 5. It's a big 4. Technically has a chance. Not know what I'll do. For some reason, fast traveling behind them like this, they're going to run directly at me. And hopefully I'll be able to get him down. I just got to figure out where he's at. Oh, he's still just hanging out back there. We got him. See, I don't know if that is a solo buck or... I really have no idea. That's another max estimate for those, so I'll take that. I don't know. Sometimes this mule deer ground just feels so weird. 288's not a bad one. You just aimed a little bit too far forward on that first shot. So I guess we'll just leave that tent there for now. See what happens from it. I'm going to go ahead and start another grind here, or another run. Should I go check out one of these lakes? I'm gonna pull this tent right here, because we also have this outpost here. So I'm gonna pull this tent and put it on one of these 2 lakes, just to see if, yeah, because I would get solos showing up here, and I haven't been up there in a long time. So I'm gonna pull that tent and bring it up there. But we're going to go ahead and set the time back real quick. And there's goats. No mule deer. Alright. Guess I'll exit back to main menu. Load back in and see if that'll get my mule deer to show up. I think I started a little too early. Which might be fine. If we don't have anything here, even after I exit the main menu, I'll go ahead and go take that tent to that other lake. And there's wolves. There's always a ton of wolves out here. Alright, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and take this tent up. Seems like I'm always changing something on this ground. Like something always needs to be changed, it feels like. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Guess I can leave that tripod there for now. Actually, I really don't want to do that, because then it's going to take forever for me to have to come all the way back up here and get it. So we'll go ahead and pick that up real quick. I guess while we're over here we can check for, just to make sure. Still no shootable mule deer over there, which is fun. That's what I'm wanting right now anyways. This grind has been going good. I'm kind of surprised we haven't found a level 5 yet. I don't think I found one. I did a little bit of grinding earlier. So far I've gotten a lot of level 4s. Haven't had a level 5 yet, but for a while, yesterday whenever I was live, I got 2 5s yesterday. So I'm hoping I'll start getting some to show up soon. I don't know what's going on today with diamonds or anything. But I am checking some exterior zones right now just to make sure there's nothing out there, because it's been a while since I've done that. And I'll continue my runs. As long as I don't die. Well, I think I'm going to die. Whoops. Probably shouldn't just go four-wheeling off a cliff. It's probably not the smartest thing to do. Oh well, we're not too far away from that lake. Getting good respawns though. I have had, can I please get in this thing? I have had a lot of respawns. I haven't had any weird stuff going on with them today, which is nice. Please just make it over the log. Oh my gosh. There we go. Like a dang professional. No. I don't know why I just only choose to drive directly off cliffs. This one might actually go good though. Okay. I'm somehow still alive. Better than last time anyways. Let's try that again. Let's see. I do have a lot of solos that have shown up at these lakes over here. Or at this one lake. But it had been a while since I've had one show up, so I've ended up moving this tent. But I think I might put it back just for now. I'm still kind of figuring out this grind. This is the first grind, mule deer grind has been the first ever grind where I've actually gotten a great one from. And I've definitely put the most time into this grind. And this map has only been out for like 2 weeks or so. So I really haven't grinded too much in my days. I'm very new to grinding, so I would definitely say I'm not the best at it. But I am trying herd management. All I do for that is just leave all my level 2s. Sometimes I'll shoot a level 2 if it's got the minimum estimate, but for the most part I just leave all my level 2s and just shoot all the big bucks. It seems to be working now. I've got, a ton of diamond mule deer from this grind, all 3 of my grinds so far. I've got 2 great ones so far. So I don't know. I'm still just trying to get all this figured out. Like I said, I am very new to grinding. Hoping to get better. Hoping to do some more grinding too after I get a bunch of mule deer. Like I said, I would really like a great one whitetail. I think they're very cool. I've tried grinding for them in the past, but I was not good at it at all. I didn't even have enough tents or nothing right whenever they first came out. But now that I feel like I'm getting a little bit better, I might go back and try it. So that normally wouldn't be there. I'll just place a tent here, change the time, and see what decides to show up. And continue with my runs. Okay, that's actually kind of weird. I don't know what that. I figured that herd of mule deer that I had running down here was the would have been this herd. I don't know what herd that was. Alright. Just change the time. Just change it to 4:30. See what decides to show up. Okay, that's normal. There's not a solo buck here. I'm just going to pick that tent up. I still don't know what was happening with that other herd, but I didn't see any shooter bucks out of it anyways, so no point in leaving the tent here if there's not going to be anything to shoot. It still looks like I got nothing up here. Alright, that's fine. Might check some more spots off stream. I just wanted to check that spot out real quick. I'm going to take this tent back up. Really hope I can get at least one diamond today. I did a couple runs earlier this morning. I still don't get a level 5 to show up. Which last time this happened to me. So I had my first great one that I shot. And I did like 3 or 4 runs after that. And didn't have another great one show up. Went to sleep, woke up the next day, or I didn't have a diamond show up in those 4 to 5 grinds, or 4 to 5 runs. And woke up the next day, first run of the day, I had another great one. So maybe not seeing diamonds is a good thing. Maybe that means I got a great one that's about to spawn. Which would be very, very nice. And I know Scarecrow, his first great one, I think I remember him saying like he had diamond spawning like every 10 to 15 kills. And then he went like 100 or so kills without a single diamond. And then his first great one spawned. So I don't know if that just always happens or if that just some little thing changes. It's 2 good 4s. How did I spook you? Gosh dang it. You know what? I'll just leave him for now, I guess. I'll get him on the next run. At least we didn't spook that second one back there. You know what, I'll just go ahead and shoot you. That'll be fun. I don't gotta worry about too much of a hunting pressure whenever it's only one buck in one zone. It's typically not a big deal. I do have my herds managed down pretty good though. I have just way too many level 1s and 2s. So I feel like I should be getting some diamonds to spawn. Hopefully within like this run or the next one. I don't even know if I'll see a shooter here. Sometimes I get them here. I think it's just solo bucks just randomly show up here. I don't know if solo bucks just have like, from what it seems like to me, they have like a certain set of lakes that they can spawn at for each solo mule deer. Because the solos I've had have always been in the same couple of lakes. And I've checked other lakes and they've never been at the other lakes before. They've only been at a certain few lakes, but I'll see them like spawning from one to the other, which is weird. Oh, I think we had something else spawn up there. Where was that at? Unless it was just getting that one, maybe. Oh, it was just that one. Alright, we don't gotta worry about that. Oop, almost fast traveled to the wrong spot. Dang, almost an hour in with no diamonds. That's crazy. That is unheard of. I'm going to change the time at this spot. This is one of my best spots. There's just a ton of mule deer here, normally. But they only like to show up if I change the time or exit back to main menu, and I don't know why. There's really... That's got a very good estimate, though. I did shoot a level 4 earlier. That was literally 0.6 away from diamond. So I'm going to take that guy out with the 308. Just in case. I have no idea if level 4s can make diamond. If somebody knows that, actually, let me know. Because I do not know that. I don't know if they can or not. And that dude looks big. So maybe he'll make diamond. He's got a very good chance. I don't really care to spook them. We're going to try to get both of those 4s with the 308. I think I can do it. Why did you turn that way? He's going down. Let's switch weapons real quick. Why did you stop? Why are you running so weird? Oh well, he's going down. I don't know why he had to be running around so weird. Definitely made that more difficult for no reason at all. But I would like if that level 4 would make diamond. That's... I think I said it earlier whenever I had that level 4 that was super close to being diamond. That's my favorite looking mule deer rack. So to get one of those as diamond would be very cool. But I don't even know if they can make diamond. Okay, I think this was at level 3. I don't really know where the level 4 is actually. Oh, he's right there. He wasn't even as close as the last one. Only 306 on that one. I feel like I gotta be so close to my next great one. I hope this doesn't turn out to be like a 2,000 or 3,000 kill grind. My first 2 were very, very quick though. Especially my second one. That was only like, I don't know, 30 or 40 kills for my first one. So I could say I'm almost due for a long grind, but I really don't want to be. I really would just like to get another one soon. What's something drinking there? Maybe he'll be... I don't see him. Guess we don't have anything good here. Couple bighorn sheep though. And I forgot to get a drink earlier. How could I do that? Definitely need to remember that for next time. Don't see anything special here. Dang, that thing is wide. Is that the only one we could shoot there? Believe so. Dude was super wide. Might have been like the widest level 4 I've ever seen. Let's see what we got here. Also probably should have ate before I started. Oh well. That dude is super wide. That is crazy looking. That is one of the weirder mule deers I've ever shot. I think I'm gonna skip the time ahead on this lake too. Seems like I just get more mule deer here whenever I do. I don't know why. Don't know why it happens like that. Like I haven't had a shooter there in the last 2 runs whenever I didn't, or there. Whenever I don't change the time for it, but whenever I do, there's randomly ones that need to get shot there. There's 2 that need to get shot here. So that's good that this zone seems to be doing better. I did shoot some 2s out of it because I do really like this zone. Alright. This is where my second great one came from. I don't think we'll get that other one. I don't even remember where he was at. 3 there is pretty nice though, and I think we're gonna put a claiming tent on the other side of that of this lake, because I definitely need one over there so I don't have to drive the four-wheeler freaking 500 yards. Just make it a little bit faster. Nope. I didn't die that time. Let's see what we got. Or not what we got. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Alright, where should I put a tent to where a mule deer will not get stuck in it, cause it to despawn? Don't have very good hopes for that, but we're gonna just do that. Maybe if I'm far enough away I can just shoot the mule deer out of the tent so it won't despawn, if there is one in there. I need to start checking those bighorn sheep. I had one at a zone that was like always have bighorn at. Okay, we got a shooter buck here. Ooh, there we go. That should be a diamond. First 5 of the grind today. I was wondering when one would finally show up. I just don't like that that is a solo. But we will definitely take him down. Only got 1 shot in here, but I shouldn't have aimed more than that. But that dude looks super tall. He does not have a good estimate. I really hope he makes it. Let me see, is he... Yeah, he's going down. But I had a bighorn that was always at this one zone, and I just looked at it real closely one time because I kept thinking that he looked a little weird, but I thought it was just like the gray. And I finally ended up shooting him, and it turned out it was a leucistic. And I'd seen that bighorn sheep probably like 40 times before I finally shot it. And I was glad that I did. And then I saw another one that I thought looked weird, shot it, and it was just a common, just a gray. I think is what the fur type is called. I don't know if this will actually make diamond or not. This is I don't know if I've ever seen a rack. Does not make diamond. That is a weird looking level 5 rack. I don't know if I've ever shot one like that. But that is our first level 5 to spawn though, so that's nice. That's pretty cool. Maybe that means something's going right. Finally got a level 5 to spawn. Thought we was about to go back to back. That is another just super wide level 4 there. And I have no idea what... I don't know why there's... I don't know if this is 2 separate herds or not, but I normally don't have this many... I feel like I normally don't have this many mule deer here, so that's kind of strange. Maybe shooting those solos earlier helped out. I did shoot 2 solos that I have not checked in quite some time. Is there another one over there? Probably not. Don't see anything. That could be 2 different herds because they are not running in the same direction. I don't know if that means that they're not, or that means that they're 2 different herds or not, but that definitely could be. I really don't know. We did get both of them, which is pretty nice. Also, if anybody knows if level 4's mule deer can make diamond, let me know, because I actually have no idea. Let's see what these two are going to be. Barely missed a heart on that one. That is a wide level 4. That's pretty cool looking. Alright, let's go to my favorite zone ever. I think this is the only zone that has literally had mule deer here every single time, and I've never had to change the time for them to show up. And I feel like I definitely just jinxed that, and they're probably not going to be here this time. But 99% of the time, they are here every time. This is definitely one of my favorite zones, and I've shot plenty of diamonds. Actually, last night at this lake is where I got both of my level 5s at. But we're at 1 troll for today. There's a decent level 3. We're gonna have. Are you serious? Okay, they are there. I was about to say, did I really just jinx that? And also, is that 2 different mule deer that just called from over there? I think it is, because I still think I left that smaller level 3, since it's just a solo buck. Do I not have a shooter over here? What in the world? No way, maybe I did jinx it. Still do have one on the other side of the lake though, so that's nice, at least. That is crazy though. Just doesn't, it seems like all my mule deer just are not there for some reason. Oh well, we'll just shoot this one over here. Yeah, it was that little one. I'm leaving him for now. I don't know if I should shoot him or not, but since he's a solo, I've just been leaving him. Were they just too close to where they didn't spawn, or? Alright. That's a little strange. Don't know why all my mule deer didn't spawn there. If that happens again on the next run, I'll take some 2s out somewhere and see if that helps. I don't know why I didn't use my tent. That's right over there. I guess that wouldn't have changed too much. Probably would have made it a little bit closer though. It definitely would have. Need to remember that I have that there. Just put that there on the last run, so I kind of forgot about it. And I had 2 solos over here the last run. 2 big 4s. So I don't know if they're going to be here again or not, but would be nice if they are. Didn't think they were going to be. I would have been pretty surprised if they respawned at the same exact lake. But I will go check this other lake real quick. Now we're in and only 1 troll level 5. And I gotta remember to get a drink after this. Got me, I went to Walmart yesterday, and, or it might have been, it was actually a couple days ago, it wasn't yesterday. But I went to Walmart, and they had, this Mountain Dew, a new Mountain Dew flavor. It's like Summer Breeze or something. And I could only find it in the 0 sugar one. It actually wasn't very bad. Then I went to Walmart. Okay, that's why I said yesterday, because I did go to Walmart yesterday, and I saw somebody walking out with the normal, not 0 sugar, Summer Breeze Mountain Dew. I was like, where the heck was that at? I looked everywhere. It's actually pretty good though, but I'm probably going to go back and get one of the normal ones. I normally don't drink 0 sugar stuff. I've tried, my mom drinks a ton of 0 sugar Coke, and I've tried it. They say that they don't taste a difference. I taste the difference. Zero sugar Coke, I think it's horrible. I don't like it at all. I don't think I get paid enough to drink that. It's not very good, in my opinion. How much? I've made a pretty good amount of money, so I'm going to reset the time at this lake. Because after what happened on the last run, I feel like it might be smart to do that. And I can't place another tent, which kind of sucks. I definitely need to start moving some tents. I might do that off stream one day. Try to see if that helps out any. Let's see what we got now. Don't I don't think that's how you're supposed to drink water. Oh, you're still floating, I think. At least you're not standing on your head. I don't think that's normally a good way to drink water while standing on your head. I think that might actually drown you. But I'm not a scientist, so maybe. What did I just tell you? Oh. Yeah, that's not normal. I might have a possessed doe. I don't know for sure though, but that's definitely not normal. Are you done? Yeah, you gotta stretch after that? Yeah, probably. I bet that wasn't very comfortable. Oh. I don't know what's going on over there. Just gonna ignore it. Act like everything's normal. Just get this guy down. Surprised you didn't just fly away, you weird doe. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That was definitely strange. I've seen that a couple times, but they normally whenever I've seen it, they just kind of fall off. They don't do it for that long. Where in the world did that come from? That was weird. Guess I should have paid a little bit more attention over there to the left. That was super weird. It was the skinwalker doe. That's what happened. She cursed and made that level 4 invisible. I think that's what just happened. That was very strange. Still need to shoot a diamond pintail. I was so excited for the wood ducks. I like duck hunting in real life. Have not shot a wood duck before though. I've only seen them after or before season, which is just my luck. I've never seen them during season. I've only seen them. Actually, I take that back. Me and Pearson was hunting one time, and I definitely completely missed a wood duck. My first ever time shooting at a duck, and I completely missed. But other than that, that was like one of the first times I ever went duck hunting, and I just completely missed a wood duck. And at the time, I didn't know that's what it even was. But looking back with my memory at what that thing looked like, I'm like 99% sure that was most definitely probably a wood duck, maybe. And I really wish I would have gotten it. Okay. What? I don't know why they're split up like that. That normally does not happen. That skinwalker doe has got some strange stuff going on. Also, I forgot to get a dang drink. I'm gonna grab one after I pick these two bucks up. I'm still kind of surprised I haven't got a diamond yet today. But maybe that level 5 that spawned in the last run is a good sign. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me a drink. Oh, oops. Alright. Let's continue hunting here. I got my 4th of July Mountain Dew. Maybe that's going to bring me some good luck today. Maybe it'll just be a great one right over this hill. I doubt it. And I might actually need to pick this tent up. So I haven't had a shooter buck here in quite some time. I'm going to do it. Even though this was one of my favorite zones, I'm going to pick that tent up. Might end up finding another zone somewhere, putting it there. A lot of these places I used to have mule deer at, and they just all got turned into minimum estimate 2s. Alright, say it every time. This is where I got my first great one at, so maybe he'll be here again. That would be very, very nice. Just really want another one. I think after I get another one, I might just hunt around this map for a little bit, because I really haven't done much just normal hunting on this map. I did for like 3 days and then started great one grinding, and then I've been only great one grinding since then. So I might do some normal hunting. Then maybe I'll start another mule deer grind, because I do like this grind a lot. And then maybe I'll go to start grinding something else, or maybe I'll start setting up a second grind for a different, maybe for whitetail or something. I have no idea. What do y'all think would be a good great one to go for after I'm done grinding these mule deer? I think whitetail, but the only thing with whitetail is they don't have any other furs. There's just the common furs and the different horns, which is understandable since it was the very first great one ever added into the game. And why do I still have no mule deer here? Guess I'll change the time one more time. But whitetail is definitely one that I want to get, and also fallow deer. So I'll either do probably whitetail or fallow deer after this. And I don't think I'll ever get a great one red deer. I really don't care to even try for them. But I'm wondering what the next great one will be. I would really, really like to see a great one elk. I feel like those would look amazing, having a great one elk. I don't even know what they would look like, but they could make them look insane. If they have mule deer that score into the 500s and 600s, and elk already score, I think, into the 500s. I mean, that would be insane. Just imagine what a big rack great one elk would look like. I really hope they do elk or caribou. I think that'd be pretty cool too. But it seems like a lot of people have been wanting mule deer and elk. They gave us mule deer, so maybe they'll give us elk next time. Oh, didn't even realize that was there. They do like to hide in these trees quite often. Where's that? No. Thought there was a level 3 somewhere. Oh, that was him. Where did he go? Maybe that wasn't him. I thought there was level 3. So, so I'm assuming you know, like, how the animals can be bronze, silver, gold, and diamond. It's pretty much a step up from diamond. They look insane. They're extremely rare. Pretty much the only way you'll ever get one is just from grinding it. unless you just get absurdly lucky. Um, got one. So those 2 deer right there, those are 2 great one mule deer. So obviously they don't look anything like a normal mule deer. There's a bunch of different ones. They're very, very cool. Those are the only 2 I've ever shot, but they're pretty much just, whenever they came out, I think they started with mule deer, and I think they said it during mule deer. It's pretty much just supposed to be like a once in a lifetime type of deer, is kind of what they said it was going to be. And I don't think they're expecting people to start grinding for it like this, but since people have been, well, I bet they expected them to grind, but not in the ways that people have been, like with herd management and everything, which you probably don't know what that is, but basically shooting only your big bucks, leaving your small ones, gives you a lot of diamonds and supposed to help your chances of getting great ones to spawn. But speaking of level 5s, there's one right there. But great ones are they're just one step above diamond, extremely rare and very, very cool. Mule deer are the newest ones. They just got added with the map that I'm hunting on right now. But a lot of people, they've tried, a lot of people that have been grinding them before we kind of knew about herd management and how much that has helped. It was like a couple thousand kills very regularly for great ones to spawn. Like they're super rare. And that's just with shooting everything. So if you're just kind of hunting around and you're not really just targeting a great one, there's not a very good chance to get it, which I kind of don't like how it's like that. I think it would be a lot cooler but it would kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Because if you hunt them, if you make them too common, then there's not going to be much of a point of even going after them. But then, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I'd say, since learning of herd management, I'd say they're pretty good. Not super hard to grind. Fallow deer I've always heard is the easiest on Te Araroa, and I definitely did not pronounce that right, but I was probably close enough. But yeah, they're just super, super giant versions of whatever species it is you're going for. Like the first one I got, so a diamond mule deer, I think the biggest they get is like 342, I believe, like somewhere around there. And the one that I shot was 550 is what it scored. So they're just giant versions of the other ones. And there's our second troll today. 2 troll level 5s. Not a diamond yet. That's a little sad. But that is 2 level 5s that have spawned very quickly within each other. So I'd say my herd management might be actually doing good again. Hopefully. I had it at one point where I was getting diamonds like every 10 to 15 kills I was getting a diamond. And then I started getting very, very little respawns. So I started shooting a couple of my 2s, and since then I haven't had it quite as good, but those 2 are pretty close together, so I might have it pretty good right now, which would be nice. So once I got that first great one, I was getting a diamond whenever I was getting a diamond just about every 10 to 15 kills, and then he spawned. I've never seen a mule deer up there. That is super strange. I'm glad I noticed that, though. I don't know what he was doing way up there, though. That is actually very weird. I think that Skinwalker doe might actually be doing something to my game right now, because I've never seen a deer up there before, never in my life. He should have been. Most of the time I get a solo mule deer, it's always over there. That is very strange. Maybe I just don't pay attention enough. That's probably what it really is. And it looks like I'm going to probably have to change the time here. Yep. So a troll is... so each animal will have a max level. And for mule deer, level 5 is the max level that they can be. And typically whenever you get a level 5, that means that should be a diamond. Is that another? No, it's just level 4. So that's a big level 4 there. But whenever you get a level 5, that's supposed... I guess not... It's not guaranteed that it's going to make diamond, but typically the max level of whatever animal will be a diamond. So mule deer level 5s should make diamond, but they actually troll quite a bit. So a troll is just whenever you get a max level that you pass all the harvest checks and it ends up still being a gold, just not big enough to make a diamond. And mule deer, they do troll quite a bit. I feel like used to, I don't know, maybe they've always trolled quite a bit. I really never hunted mule deer too much till this came out. A Ski Ridge and the Great One mule deer. But there's some that troll an insane amount. Tar, for example, on Sundar Patan, they troll so much. It's actually crazy how much they troll. Same thing with caribou on, I think just caribou and reindeer in general on Medved and Yukon Valley. They troll quite a bit as well. And then you have some deer, whitetail will troll every now and then. A lot of times predators, though, they normally don't troll too much. Other than actually mountain lions, I think they troll quite a bit as well. But yeah, pretty much just whenever you get a max level of whatever species you're going for that just doesn't make diamond because it's too small. But even with me getting level 5 spawning, that's still very good. Even if they do end up trolling. Where did that level 3 go? Oh, there he is. And we got him. Oh, and I got my claiming tent. Almost forgot about that. Are you kidding me? I knew that was going to happen. Alright, let's try there. Luckily I was still able to fast travel to it. But yeah, I used to actually just recently, like as much as like 2 weeks ago, is whenever I started grinding for everything. But used to, like, I've been playing this game, I think I ended up getting it a little after it first came out. I started from Classic, which is owned by the same people, technically 2 different companies. I think a separate company made Classic and then sold it to Expansive Worlds or something like that. Maybe Expansive Worlds did make it, I can't really remember. But whenever this game came out, oh, I thought that was a 5. Whenever this game came out, I think it was like $40 maybe, I can't remember. And I did not make my own money, I was very young. But yeah, whenever I first started playing this game, I had no idea what I was doing. And it takes a little while, it really does take a pretty good while to kind of get a good understanding of this game. It's kind of, I don't know, it's not hard to learn. Once you kind of figure it out, it's pretty easy to understand, but starting out, this game made absolutely no sense to me. Like the levels of different animals, I didn't even know what diamonds were for like the first 2 years I played this game. I didn't know, because coming from Classic, all that is just, you got whatever the animal scores, so like a 200 whitetail is a giant, and like a 110 whitetail is small. Because it just scores them pretty much like how it is in real life. And so coming from a game that just went only off a score, there was no medals for your animals, or no there wasn't like a silver, gold, diamond, anything like that, or levels for each animal. It was just the animal was either a big one or it was a small one. It made this game, it was like a complete 180 from this game, or from that game. Just so much different. But this game, wow, I got a lot of deer here. That is very weird. This game is very, very fun. But sometimes I do like Classic a lot more. Classic will always be my favorite hunting game. It's a lot more slower paced. I mean, I wouldn't just say it's realistic, but it's... I mean, you can play this game realistically, but you can also do what I'm doing right now, which is... I mean, I don't think you can just fast travel to different places in real life and just shoot a bunch of deer. But Classic is just so much more fun, and I wish it would come out on console, because I know if it was out on console, a lot more people would be playing it, and they'd probably update it a lot more. But, and add more stuff. And there hasn't been a new map on that game since, I think, like 2018 or something. It's been quite a while. And dang, that was some very good shooting there. But yeah, if you got like a laptop or anything and you like Call of the Wild, I would recommend trying out Classic. It is completely free. And if you ever want to spend money on the game, the most important thing would be a bow and a bow sight. Because bows in this game aren't super important, but bows in Classic are very, very important. And the duck hunting on the Hunter Classic is probably the greatest duck hunting out of any hunting game I've ever played in my life. But it's a very fun game. And it's kind of a lot more easier to get into, in my opinion, than this game, because you just kind of go out. There's no drink zones, feed zones, anything like that. You just kind of walk around and shoot whatever you see, really. And tree stands and stuff like that are a lot more effective in that game. Which, I mean, you can have tree stands work pretty good in this game. You could just throw them up in a tree next to a drinking zone, and that'd be fine. But in Classic, you kind of, after hunting certain maps quite a bit, you kind of get a idea of where some deer will be at more times than they won't be. And it makes hunting out of a tree stand actually pretty good. And you'll just kind of randomly have some deer show up. And it really does not take much to run the Hunter Classic. Whenever I first started playing that game, I got a laptop for my Christmas. I got a laptop for my birthday that was like $200, and it ran it. Graphics are definitely not nearly as good as they are on Call of the Wild, but the game is just so fun. I might have to live stream Classic one day. It's been a little while since I've played it, but man, it's fun. And actually, one thing I like a lot better about Classic than I do on Call of the Wild is the only way to get a non-typical on Call of the Wild is from a great one, which is extremely rare. But on Classic, they're still rare, but you don't have to grind for them, technically. Because every time you get on a new map on Classic or start a new game up, it's a completely fresh set of animals. Unlike on Call of the Wild, where once you know, or once you've hunted your map and kind of know what's on there, it's going to be the same until you start shooting them and getting respawns. But Classic, it's just random every single time. And to me, that's kind of what makes it fun. Because it's just, you literally never know what you're going to see. But like if I leave a level 5 up here at this lake, I could come back 10 years from now, as long as there hasn't been a population reset, and still find that same level 5. Which I also kind of like that too. That's also cool. That's why I like both games, because they're both different. Both just completely different types of hunting games, which is very nice. They're both really fun, and I'm never going to talk about this zone ever again. This used to be my most consistent zone, and now there's just nothing here. What in the world? Not even my does are there. I'm going to try to exit back to main menu and see if that helps. Also, do you have any rares or anything like that? Rares are very fun. I used to have a freaking super rare. I guess technically I have shot a super rare, but I messed it up. Or I didn't mess it up. I messed up launching my game one day and my game didn't sync to the cloud for whatever reason. Steam has to have some sort of cloud thing, and it didn't sync correctly, and I picked the wrong one to start the game with, and I lost it. There might be a way to get it back, but that was pretty sad. But rares, there's a couple rares in this game that are really nice, and there's some that are just like they really mean rare whenever they're rare. Like rare foxes are pretty hard to find. I've never shot a rare fox before. And what the heck is going on with this lake? I think that skinwalker doe cursed my lake. If she does that stuff again, I'm shooting her. She ain't getting away with messing up my stuff like that. That's just rude. But since everything's kind of acting a little weird, I might shoot some level 2s. But at the same time, I really don't want to. So I don't know. I might just keep it like this for today. Just keep hunting. You were always going to stay there. You were one of my favorite deer. Yeah. It is very hard to get started off making money on this game. Do you have any DLCs? Because there's a couple of them that you can make some very good money off of pretty quick. Make it a little bit easier. If you do, I would say the easiest way to make money if you have it is the map Emerald Coast. If you have a big enough gun, so something that has a class 9 in it, is you just hunt the northeast side on the ocean of Emerald Coast and shoot every single crocodile that you see. They will attack you, but they are just out like in the wide open, very very easy to see, and they give like $1,100 to $1,200 per one that you kill, and you can go on a whole run across that side of the map and shoot. It's like 15 to 20, and then you can just spawn back up at the top and do it all again. Tia, what are you doing? My dog is being weird. Okay, I think our doe is normal. I don't see her acting all strange. Oh, I guess I'll let you sit in my lap, you weird dog, even though I don't even like you that much. I think I'm going to exit back to main menu on this one. I'm trying to save up some more money because I still haven't bought my ammo yet. What are you doing? What do you want? Sit? What are you actually doing right now? You were very weird. Let's see if this gets my stuff to spawn. Ooh, big 4. That's nice. Oops. How did I not drop that thing? He's already down though. I guess my skinwalker doe didn't decide to be a skinwalker that time. And then she realized that she was caught. She's trying to hide amongst all the other does. Still can't believe I haven't got a diamond yet. Been trolled twice. But I think that was 2 runs in a row where level 5 spawned, so that's nice. Oh, how is that a level 4? That's crazy. 2 level 4s. Oh, why does one have to be on the other side of the lake? Gosh, dang it. Might have to do some off-roading here. That was a horrible shot. Let's see if we can even get that guy. I'm so terrible at this game. Okay, he's going down. About to turn this four-wheeler into a dang submarine and get that mule deer on the other side of the lake. Because if I don't, I'm going to have to either run very, very far, or that's literally the only other thing I can do. So I'm gonna go turn this four-wheeler into a submarine and see if that works. And wow, that was a great stutter. What do you want, dog? You're crazy. Wasn't a bad mule deer. Definitely is a lot smaller now that I got closer to him. A lot of these big fours are just not wide. They're all so thin. Alright, let's see if this is gonna work. Just make it across. I don't think that makes sense. How are you on fire underwater? Alright, I'm gonna try that again. What do you want, dog? Hopefully this thing doesn't catch on fire from going underwater again, because that just makes a ton of sense. I used to be able to make it across this place. I don't remember where exactly it was at. I thought it was like right here maybe. Gosh dang it, I hit the freaking rock. And it caught on fire again, and it is completely submerged. Alright, I guess I'll just leave him laying there, which kind of sucks. Did not want to do that. I just realized I haven't even been exiting back to main menu at the start of every run. That's probably not very smart of me. What do you want, dog? What do you want? Alright, let's see. Tia's gonna be a great night to sleep. You better say yeah. I don't know why you like me so much, dog. I'm busy. I can't pet you all the time. Why? My dog might try to attack me if I don't stop petting her. She is crazy. What are you doing? You were so weird, do you know that? Oh, dang it. I thought that was going to be a level 5. He seemed wide enough. Another max estimate 4 though, which is still good. Still happy to see that. Please don't spook. Thank you. Let's go that one first. Oh, I couldn't find him. Ooh, did I not? Okay, I got a good shot. Oh, I got a good shot on both of them. That was pretty nice. Oh, it was set for 75. No wonder. Probably should have been zeroed for the right range, and I would have shot a lot better there. Man, I feel like I'm so close to this great one. I'd still be so sad if I didn't end up getting a second great one as soon as I did, because I forgot I had my music turned off. And whenever you harvest a great one, it plays special music for you. And I'd already claimed them, and I forgot you could just press escape and turn the music on. So I'd already mounted them, which I think I'd already mounted them. I'm pretty sure I mounted that great one as soon as I got into the screen, the harvest screen, because it was my first great one. But I almost didn't get to hear the music, and then the next day I shot one. Right after that happened, I turned my music on, and the next day I shot a great one. What are you trying to do? You just don't like sitting still, do you, Tia? Oh, of course, there's wolves down here. Now you're laying on my cord. I need you to get off of that. There you go. Good dog. Just stay like that. You'll be just fine. Okay. Oh, there we go. A third level 5. Oh, that's the wreck that I really, really would love to have a diamond of, but it loves to troll just about every single time. And we actually have a ton of shooters here, which is nice. Man, I would love for that one to make diamond. They troll. Actually, every single mule deer I've shot that has been a level 5 with that wreck has trolled every single time. So I don't have very good hopes for it. But I would love if it did make it. That's probably the best looking mule deer rack right there, in my opinion. And that is our third level 5. Also, it seems like I have a third mule deer zone here, which is super weird. Dang it, I got the hiccups too. That also sucks. I don't know, maybe they're just kind of spread out weird. I know I have 2 zones here, but the way it's, I don't know, they might just be spread out weird. Alright, we're going to attempt to shoot all these mule deer with the 308. It's probably not going to go good. I'm going to try to at least get the 5 and the 4. I'll leave that 3 for now since he's the smallest. I don't have a very good angle on that 5. I should be able to at least get 1 lung there. We did. We got both of them. So that was pretty good. We'll just leave those other 2 for now. We won't worry about them. This new Mountain Dew is really good. I haven't had Mountain Dew in a long time. But every now and then they have so many different flavors of mule deer. I think I'm getting addicted to this grind. I'm starting to lose my mind probably. Anyways, they have so many different flavors of Mountain Dew. Some of them are really good. I like this new one. It's actually very good. And I've only tried the zero sugar version of it, so I feel like the normal version would be even better. Okay, that was level 4. Let's see about this 5. Man, I'd be so happy. It's crazy. I've gotten 2 great ones before I've gotten one of these level 5 with this wreck to make diamond. And I think they can. I think it's just super rare for them too. I don't know if this guy's going to do it or not, but I would be very happy if he did. Wasn't even close. Still 12 points off. That was your fault, Tia. I'm blaming you for that. But that is 3 level 5s and 3 runs, so that's very good. be better if they were all diamonds, but getting 3 5s to spawn in 3 runs is actually really, really good. I'm very happy with that. What? You need to go outside? Is that what you need to do? Alright, I don't have any mule deer here. I will be right back real quick. I'm going to take this dog outside. Oh, come on. Alright, ladies, I'm back. Luckily, outside is not too far away. It's only about 3 steps. Actually, probably about 2 steps. Oh, come on. Actually, that might not be that bad. They're going right to this tent. Maybe they'll just run up on me. Is that them? That is them. Is there any shooters that I should be looking out for? Okay, you didn't have to directly run into me. It's not like I shot you in the head or anything. You know what? You're gonna die now. Freaking rude buffalo, bison, whatever you are. I'm gonna redo that zone right there. I'm just gonna exit back to main menu and get back in there and see if that'll help out at all. And then I'll jump the time forward, I guess, spend some more of my dang money. Alright, let's see if my mule deer are actually going to work like normal here. Hey, there we go. That's more normal anyways. Ooh, was that a big buck? No. It's one that I can shoot at least. He's down. I don't see any others to shoot. I might have to shoot some level 2s again. I'm feeling like I'm not getting all of my respawns. But maybe there's just something weird going on right now, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Also, I still don't know if there's a delay in my live stream or not. I might have to go and look in my actual YouTube settings for going live and see if there is or not. So I don't want there to be. I might have to do some searching around in the settings and try to figure that out. I'm very new to live streaming. This took me a couple hours to figure out yesterday. And I had to download stuff that I didn't know I was going to have to download. Let's go ahead and jump this time forward real quick. Where is my great one mule deer? Right there. Dang, I thought that would work. I thought I would scare him into showing up. But that is a big 4. And I think that's all we're going to be able to shoot. That's what it looks like anyways. I believe so. How strange. Okay, he did go down. I didn't see his health start dropping and I got a little confused. Man, this has been fun. I would still really like a diamond today. And I'm honestly very surprised I haven't gotten one. If we don't end up getting a diamond today, this would be like my first run or my first day in I don't even know how long since. I've been getting at least one diamond every day. Normally I'm getting like 2 or 3 at least. Oh, that was one that we could shoot right there. Gosh dang it. He tricked me. Well, luckily I have a solution to that. He is down. That didn't cause too much pressure, so I should be alright. Let's see if my tent will actually stay there this time. If it didn't, I'm going and murdering at least 30 beavers. Alright, there we go. We're good. The beavers are safe for now. But if something else falls over, and my screen shows that a beaver has knocked down a tree and destroyed one of my blinds or tents or tripods or whatever, I will go and I will find some beavers. I don't care how long it takes, and I will shoot as many as I possibly can. And I'll make sure that they never touch my tripods, tree stands, tents, and blinds ever again. I actually got 2 to shoot here, that's nice. And I still need to buy more ammo. I keep forgetting about that. Okay, here's you. Let's go ahead and get you marked over there. Oh, yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty nice. Man, I just feel like that great one should spawn just any second now. It's always like whenever, both of the times I got my great one to spawn, I was just not expecting it at all. I was just going through my grind like normal. Next thing you know, I'm just looking at a level 10 and I'm like, holy jeez, that's crazy. I was freaking out on my first one. Because I've tried great one grinding before. And I've hunted like great one, like going for whitetail. I've tried and tried and tried for great one whitetail so much and never got one. And I just thought my game was broken and it was impossible for me to get a great one. But then I finally got one to spawn after like, I don't even know how long they've been out. They've been out for a while though. And it just, man, it made me happy. And then I got the feeling of getting one great one and I was like, yeah, I want about 70 of those. I only got one shooter here, which I guess is fine. Just happy to at least get to a zone and see at least one that I can take out. Sometimes you'll go to a zone and there will be absolutely none that you can take out. That's not fun. Dang it. Went for the neck and I did not get it. Just gonna... There we go. Hit something good there on that last shot. Surprisingly, these mule deer, you could hit 5 shots on them. If you hit flesh every single time, they're just gonna keep running. They'll run pretty far from 5 shots. But the most surprising thing, and something that I really hate, is how you will shoot a mule deer in the spine with a 300 and they will just keep going like nothing even happened. I had one that I spine shot from like, it was like right here, and that's why I have all this discovered, because he ran all the way from here to there, which it was a 300 meter shot, so that's gonna take some of your power from your bullet down, but that was still very crazy. From a spine shot, like they should not be running that far from a shot to the spine. Alright, let's see if my zone over here is fixed. Got some bighorn back there. I guess we got one bighorn back there. Figured there'd probably be more. Most of the time, those wolves make me so mad during this grind because they just spook everything off. There's been 2 times where wolves have showed up and there was a rare, and that was pretty cool. I got an egg white and an albino from that, and that's probably the only time I won't be mad whenever wolves decide to show up, as if they're a diamond or a rare. Okay, my mule deer are back, I think. Is there one that I can shoot somewhere? Oh, there we go. Knew it was going to be back to normal. And actually a very big 4 there. And a big 3 there. I don't even know where he could have came from. We'll try to get that 4 and that 3. I don't know how good this is going to go, but we're going to see. I don't even know which one to shoot first. This one's giving me a better angle, so I'll go for that one. Oop, and we are range for 75, but it does not matter. Let's go ahead and use our tent here, that I've completely forgot was even here. Some buffalo back there. I actually got a diamond one of them on my very first hunt out here. That was pretty cool. And it might have been the first wood bison I shot at. Might have been a diamond. I can't remember. But it was the day the map came out. I just started. Dang. I just started hunting. And shot a wood duck and a diamond. Level 5 bison just decided to walk out. And I shot that thing. This map has so many good. I really think after I get done with a 3rd great one, I'm going to take a little break and just hunt around on this map. Because there's a bunch of diamonds on this map that I want to get. Snow goose is one. I've never shot a snow goose, but I've seen hundreds of them at once. They flew right over my house. It was actually very cool to see. I just walked outside and they have like a kind of higher pitched call. I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I've heard them. They have like a very unique sound though. They don't sound much like Canada geese, and I just heard them. It kind of like sounds like somebody yelling, and I would attempt to do that, but it's not going to sound good at all, so I'm not even going to try to do it. But I just heard that right over my house, and I looked up, and it was just a huge freaking flock of snow geese just flying. And then the local lake near my area during duck season last year, every single day they'd be at the same spot, and I would just go out there and watch them. Unfortunately, where they were at, I could not hunt. But I could see quite a bit of them snow geese out there. And I also want a diamond pintail, which I have seen a few of them while hunting, but I've never gotten to shoot at one. And wood duck. I love duck hunting in real life, and I cannot wait for duck season. It's getting very, very close to early teal season, September 7th or the 13th, one of the two. My post office already has the duck stamps in, so that's very nice. And I will definitely be going and getting mine very soon. I've got my 2 from last year and the year before put up in my duck call case. I really got addicted to duck hunting. The first time I ever went duck hunting was, I guess, 2 years ago now. Me and my cousin went out there, and we started hunting at a terrible lake. One side of it, the private land side, is really good, and the side that has public land that you can hunt on is really bad. So if we could hunt the private side, we'd actually do really good. But I saw we would maybe see 2 ducks all day. We'd get out there, we'd wake up at like 3 in the morning, beating somebody to a spot where nobody's probably ever duck hunted ever before. We did not need to wake up that early. We probably could have woke up right at 7 o'clock and still had the same success. Which actually, I guess the very first time we went out there, we shot 1 duck, and that was the only duck we ever shot out there. But we had a couple good hunts out there where we saw a bunch of ducks that were migrating, so wasn't even a chance that we were going to shoot them. But just from that, just seeing a few migrating ducks just made me want to hunt ducks so bad. So the year after, we went to a better lake, and I think I shot my first ever duck on opening day of duck season, of big duck season anyways. And since then, I have been absolutely addicted to it. To the point where whenever duck season rolls around, I might as well just file for bankruptcy because I'm spending all my money on duck hunting stuff. But I will say it's worth it. It is so fun. And now I'm swimming. If you've never tried duck hunting before, and especially if you have somebody that you know that goes duck hunting, I would recommend just trying it with them one day and seeing how that goes, because, man, it's fun. And if you get a good hunt, like we had a couple hunts last year where we shot a one-man limit. There was 3 people there, but we shot a limit of a one-man limit, which is 6 ducks. And it was just like all day. Like one day it was super, super foggy, and we could barely even see out in front of us. And we would either start calling if we heard a duck, or just randomly start calling. And then they would just freaking dump in the dang decoys. Like, I mean, it was crazy. And that day we had some just... We had one flock where I think me and my cousin both got one out of. Dang, how is that not a 5? But I think me and my cousin both got one out of the flock. And we were just sitting there, and we just look up, and freaking right above us, there's just a huge flock of teal. And we just started blasting. Ooh, kind of turned into that second shot. Kind of helped me out there. But I can't wait for duck season next year. Or this year, I guess. And I got me a new GoPro, so definitely going to be recording some videos on that. And early teal season starts the same day, I'm pretty sure, as early special resident goose season, I believe is what it's called. I got some goose decoys. My brother's got some goose decoys. We got some goose calls. I heard goose don't really like spinning wing decoys, and we got a few of them. So, I don't know exactly what we're going to do. I believe that's a piebald mallard right there. I don't think they have albino, but that thing was super white. I believe that's just piebald. Yeah, that's all it is. There's actually a piebald hen there too. Piebald, I wish piebald mallard were rare. It sucks that they're not, because they look so good. And brown hybrid is actually very cool looking too, and that's not rare either. Which really sucks, because the mallards, that's why I just never hunt them, because the diamonds are, I guess the diamonds are kind of rare. I haven't seen too many recently actually, but the rares are just so common that I just don't want to hunt them. But I've heard the rare for, I might do a duck hunting stream one day. Just go and hunt some wood ducks. Hopefully we can get my great one down today so I can actually do that pretty soon. I think I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I didn't even think I was going to be able to stream today. I kind of forgot that my wife had to go very far. today's Tuesday. Yeah. So actually, I will be able to do like a 4-hour stream tomorrow. No, she's off work tomorrow. I'll be able to do a stream Saturday and Friday. Friday and Saturday, I should have should be able to stream for a pretty long time. And then I'll just kind of stream here and there whenever I can. Speaking of my wife, she is almost here. She's getting close. I'm going to try to finish out this grind, or this run here. I might have to leave a little sooner. If so, I do apologize. But, still no diamonds, which is kind of just crazy. That really honestly shocks me that I have not had a diamond yet. I've had 3 level 5s, all trolls, not a single diamond. But we'll try to complete this run here. Like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to, but we'll get as far as we can into this run, and either end it after this run or during this run, and we should be back. I could maybe get. No, I don't think I'll have time tomorrow. The next day, I gotta finish moving. But I'll have some longer streams Friday and Saturday after I get off work. I think Friday and Saturday. Let me check my schedule one more time. Yeah, before I go in and after I get off. Ooh, and I'll be able to stream for a really long time Sunday because I'm off work. So yeah, we got some longer streams coming up. He's alarmed. That's looks like the only one we can shoot, so I'll just go ahead and take him out like that. Streaming's been pretty fun. And I'm glad I'm able... Oh. Well, I guess that'll be the last kill of this stream, actually. My wife just texted me. I do gotta go pick her up. I didn't know if I was gonna have to or not. The reason I have to go pick her up is we are having car issues with her car. It's just decided to start throwing every alarm on the dashboard. Everything just started popping up, saying everything's going wrong, and it doesn't like to shift. Power steering's gone out. Just about everything that can go wrong with the car has gone wrong. But I would say that's still a pretty good stream for today. Somehow no diamonds, which still that's honestly kind of crazy that I didn't get a single diamond today. But I'd say overall pretty good stream. Definitely not bad. No reason to go to the trophy lodge because we didn't shoot anything there, but thank y'all for watching the stream. Might be back tomorrow or the next day, Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe not though. But I will for sure be back Friday and Saturday and Sunday with some long, hopefully like 4 or 5 hour streams. Maybe even longer on Sunday. Because my wife will be working and I won't. So maybe I'll just do like an 8-hour stream. But thank you guys for watching. And I hope to see you on my next stream on Friday.